really special, unique product from Starfrit that makes top-of-the-line kitchen and cooking appliances. This is called the Rock. It's a 4.5-liter electric multi-pot. Now, we've sold other multi-pots here at HSN, other standalone devices that you can take in the RV, that you can take camping, that basically you can plug in anywhere in a dorm room and make like an instant meal. But none of them are this big. None of them are this deep. None of them can do an entire chicken, can make you a homemade soup, can give you the capacity that this phenomenal multi-pot offers. Now, it's a ravely reviewed customer pick. Stephanie Roberts is here to show you stir fry and to deep fry some chicken for the summer and to make chicken soup with the entire chicken inside of it.
This is how it tastes great.
And here's the thing. It's backed by demand. Completely sold out the first time it was here. We got it back in stock for today. This is the last chance and the final airing with only, you know, I think 800 or 900 of them still in stock. But for $50, this capacity, this versatility can go absolutely anywhere with you and can do cooking that no other Instant Pot I've ever seen before could do.
Exactly, and you're doing it all on your countertop. And this time of year, I am 100% against the stovetop and the oven.
Yep.
It just heats up the kitchen and causes that air to run even more. So this is countertop and electric. And what I love about this is a lot of us have spent years and decades cooking on, I call them the old electric griddles, right? I still use one all the time. But they're usually shallow capacity. You know, I use them for sandwiches and things like that. What Starfrit has done, if they've taken that technology, so I have that precise temperature control. When I say it's 300, it is 300 on every possible edge and bottom of this pot. But what Starfrit has done differently with the multi-electric pot is that it's got the capacity and the depth on the sides. So I'm 4.8 liters. I am big enough to hold a massive 5-pound roasting chicken, plus the broth and the veggies, so that I can make maybe just roast chicken if I wanted right there on my countertop, but I can certainly turn it into a soup. So I equate it to your slow cooker, except it's fast. Except I don't have to wait. I did this chicken in 45 minutes.
And it's probably half the price of most slow cookers. I mean, let's be honest. At $50, it ships to your door for free. It could be the solution for somebody who's in a dorm but wants to eat real food that they cook.
Yes.
If you are in a trailer, or if you're taking a camper around this summer, if you're somebody that lives in a building where, you know, your oven's constantly always on the fritz, or it's never really working properly, or you're tired of heating up half the house just to serve you and your spouse, this really is a multifaceted, smart solution that you will find so many phenomenal ways to use. That's why it's a customer pick. It's also non-stick and easy cleanup. It's all self-contained. There's nothing else to buy or worry about. The quality of Starfrit is one of the best you'll find in the industry. That's what made this product a customer pick. And today, for that flexible payment, for $16.65, we will ship it to your door for free, and you can try it out risk-free for 30 days on us. It's a phenomenal, really unique product.
So user-friendly. So the other thing is, it does everything. Remember, I've got this temperature control here, so I can turn it up and get a sear. So I put my pork roast in here. I got a great sear on the outside. You can see that caramelization. This is where all the good flavor is. And a lot of times we don't bother to do that when we're slow cooking, or it takes another pot. It's just another step. So I do it right in here. I add my liquid, I put on my see-through glass lid, and I'm good to go. But I want to talk about the surface of this pot, because this is what makes Starfrit so unique. It's called the Rock. The surface is called Rock.Tec. And the reason is, did you notice my metal utensils? It is literally hard as a rock. I know the control room doesn't like the noise of that, but this shows you, you can hit it with metal utensils. You can pretty much drop it on the floor. You can do anything. The reason? It's already been shot with metal. They literally take little metal balls. This is a process called shot peening. Fun fact, it's what they do to the outside of military aircraft to make sure that it is tough. Now, when you shot peen a pan surface like this, it actually makes little baby bubbles so that the air gets between the food and the pan, making it naturally non-stick. When you touch it, it feels kind of like an orange peel. It's got a little bit of a rough feeling. So the fact that I'm naturally non-stick, so useful now when I'm doing things like stir fries. I don't need to add oil. When I'm searing my meats, I don't need to add oil. But when you want to add oil, and as you can see, we went for some depth with our oil here, this can become one of the best shallow fryers that you have ever used.
And let's also not forget, naturally non-stick means none of the chemicals that we're all terrified to have with non-stick cookware. So now it gives you that easy cleanup. It gives you no oils or fats, you know, but and you're doing it naturally. I mean, this really is such a solution for so many people of all walks of life, whether you're feeding children or you're empty nesters, whether you're traveling and you want to take it with you on the go, if you're camping somewhere where you got a power supply.
Perfect for that, absolutely perfect. Quick note about the frying. Again, because I have that complete temperature control here in my dial, I am set at 350, which is what I standard use for fry, but I've got that even heating all the way around the bottom with this thick aluminum, all the way up the sides. This is so much more reliable than doing it on the stovetop where you get the pockets of air, where you get those temperature variations. And here's the deal, I would spend so much more than $50 on a deep fryer, and I only may be doing chicken. So now you're doing everything. And by the way, do you see how we are not popping all over the place?
No,
that's because it's even.
I'm telling you, when we first got out here, I thought, you did the like, I'm like doing the, I'll be back here. Because I'm a baby.
Well, and I don't fry at home, I'm nervous.
No sputter, no splatter.
This is how to do it.
Okay,
you do it electric.
So really everything from making healthier stir fry without oils and butters to deep frying, fun, fast, simply, safely, and evenly. It's all why this product. I just go back to this. I think every once in a while, we all get wowed by the idea of a new kitchen appliance. And we get it home, and we use it twice, and it ends up in the back.
Well, because it may not have been quite what we thought it was.
This one has delivered on the promise for every customer that's gotten it. It's got rave reviews on our website, and at $50, price per use, price per function, price for sheer capacity.
Absolutely.
Certainly makes it worth the price today.
So we all remember when the original woks came out, right? We were fascinated by them, but one of their biggest problems was the non-stick interior. Wasn't so non-stick after a couple uses. You would have never used a metal spoon in there, and that was chemical treated. So now we know that that is not the way we want our surfaces to be. I love this for a stir fry because once again, I am cranking up the temperature because I've got that control back here with the electric dial, and then I'm able to get that quick sear. Look how fast that my shrimp is coming to, and if I walk away, this is just fine because it's not gonna stick. I come back, I give it another stir. It is the quickest, healthiest, lightest summertime dinner that you could ever expect.
Oh, and it smells good to boot.
That's right. And you're doing it on your countertop. So when you're thinking about quick ways to get dinner together, if you don't have a big fancy stove, I love this for apartment living, you don't want a whole set of pots and pans. Guess what? You don't really need one. You can do a couple eggs on the bottom there, just as easy as you can do 2 pounds of shrimp and all the veggies. You don't need a stock pot anymore either. This is actually one of my favorite things that Starfrit is doing actually with all of their bigger sized pans. Look at the perfect width of this. First of all, gotta love that rolling boil. The boil here happens in half the time as your saucepan on the stove. Their pots are the exact width
you don't have to break
of spaghetti.
the pasta.
Isn't that amazing?
How many of you guys, I break the pasta and there's always little teeny tiny pieces that fly everywhere.
Well, and if you want to have a nice meal, don't you want to twirl and just kind of get into
I've got little kids, so I always have to cut it anyway. But I hate how much of it,
on the floor.
I hate how much of it flies everywhere when you try to break it and you end up with little teeny tiny pieces.
Right, stuck in the stove.
Perfect size, that's genius.
Yep, so they make it the perfect size. Again, to me, to be able to control it with the electric handle. It's like you think back, as you said, we find these new appliances and you use them for a while and you're like, I kind of like the old standard.
Go back to the old way.
This is the old way. This is that old style cooking with the dial you can control, but the shape is new. And that to me is the complete game changer. I love the fact that I've got these handles to grab because I can grab it and take it with me. We're gonna step down here to chili because I'm always about football season and all ready to think about the places that we could go.
Well, and if Dad loves to cook or if Dad loves to camp, what a phenomenal, very unique, special, one-of-a-kind Father's Day gift.
Exactly, because Dad will be able to handle working with the dial. It's not difficult. Cleaning, because of that natural nonstick, couldn't be easier. I'm pretty much just wiping it out. Now, I don't want to submerge this, and the reason is because I do have the heating element, attached to the side. But it's not like you're going to need to submerge it because you can wipe it clean. With something like chili, I have sauteed my ground beef right here in this pot.
Cool.
No problem. Added all the goodies to finish up my chili. But let's say it is football season, or maybe we're getting together with the family at a potluck. All I'm gonna do is take my lid, take my handles, look at those great little feet, and I'm gonna take it to go just like this, because when I get there, I can plug it right back in. I'm not bothering anybody's stove, not bothering anybody's burners. Mom's not gonna yell at me for putting it on her table because it's got those great little feet, and it's so easy to take with whatever you want. I actually used mine last week to transport a colder salad that didn't need to heat because it was just so easy.
The right size, the right shape, the right weight. It was
perfect.
just, I mean, I really do believe you start to think, I always go, when it's a kitchen appliance, it's price per use, right? Price per function.
Yes.
And I think this one really will exceed your expectations. I think a $50 buy, I mean, the price of a single fry pan to get something that's on the go, that's portable, that's electric, that's controllable in temperature. I mean, a fry pan doesn't do much for you without a way to heat it up and cook.
Absolutely.
This is all in one.
It's
and
everything.
it's only $50. So it's going to be the last chance to see it today. If you're excited about it, if you like the idea, it's on flexible payments and free shipping and handling. Stephanie, thank you so much.
We're so sure of the nonstick, we're caramelizing sugar right here in it.
Can we stick around for some sugar? No, we've got more we've got to do. We'll come back to it later.
Come back for the sugar.
Okay, now, I do want to remind everybody about our today's